Welcome to a new guitar tutorial, and today we're gonna check out the Glass, a new song by the Foo Fighters. If you're listening to the original recording, you can hear that there are a bunch of guitar parts in the song, and I'll try to mix them together so that you can play the whole song with only one guitar. If you're interested in sheet music, you can go to my Patreon page. There you can download a full transcription of all the parts I will show you in this tutorial, including tabs and regular notation. And if you enjoyed the lesson, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, leave a like, and drop me a line in the comments. The song is in the key of F sharp minor, but I guess some of the guitar parts are played with a capo on the 2nd fret, and the whole song is much easier to play with the capo. So with the capo on the 2nd fret, we're starting on an E minor chord. It's a regular open E minor chord, 2nd fret of the A string and 2nd fret of the D string. All the other strings are open. Then we have an open C major chord, 1st fret of the B string, 2nd fret of the D string, 3rd fret of the A string without the low E string. Then we have a D major chord, open D string, 2nd fret G string, 3rd fret of the B string, and the 2nd fret of the high E string. And then we're going back to the E minor chord. Then this is followed by a C major chord again, and then we have a G major chord, 3rd fret of the low E string, 2nd fret of the A string, open D, open G string, and then the 3rd fret of the D and the high E string. And then one more time the C and one more time the G chord. So the chords one more time. E minor, C major, D major, E minor, C major, G major, C major, G major. And the counting pattern for this part is 1 and 2 and E3, E and 4 and E1 and 2 and E3, E and 4 and E1 and 2 and E3, E and 4 and E1 and 2 and E3, E and 4 and E. And these 4 bars are repeated, and this is the complete verse section of the song. Then the pre-chorus starts, and in the pre-chorus the guitar is doubling the melody of the song. And the melody is based around an A minor chord. We have this A minor chord with the 1st fret of the B string, the 2nd fret of the D string, and the 2nd fret of the G string. And we start picking the G and the B string. Then we remove the 1st finger, and we're playing one more time the G and the B string. And then we're going down to the D and the G string. And then we remove the 3rd finger, so we have the 2nd fret of the D and the open G string. After that, we're going up to the 5th fret of the A string and the 4th fret of the D string, or you can use this C major shape up on the 3rd fret, but we're only picking the A and the D string, and then we add the 4th finger on the 5th fret of the D string. So this complete melody line. And then we're going to an E minor 7 chord, and here we're playing the lower strings of this E minor chord, 1, and then the G string, 3rd fret of the B string, back to the G string, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this complete 2 bars. Then this melody line is repeated. And on on the repeat of this part, we're doing a slight variation on the E minor chord. Here we're starting with the lower strings again. Then we have the open G string, 3rd fret of the B string, and then we're ending on the 2nd fret of the G string. So we have an E minor 7/11 chord. And after this picking part, we're starting with a strumming pattern: 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and E. One more time: 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and E. And one more time with the melody in front. And then we're going to an F major chord. You can use this regular barred F major chord, or you can use the Hendrix style voicing with the thumb for the root note. So we have the thumb on the 1st fret of the low E string, 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. And we mute the A and the high E string. And the pattern for this part is 1 and 2 and E. And then we're going to a C major chord, E and 4 and. So the complete bar one more time: 1 and 2 and E, 3 E and 4 and. This bar is repeated: 1 and 2 and E, 3 E and 4 and. And then we're going to an A minor chord again. And here the comping pattern is 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. One more time: 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. And then we're going to an F major chord, and here the comping pattern is 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and E, 4 E and. One more time: 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and 4 E and. And then we're going to a C chord again, and on the C chord we're playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and E. So these complete 5 bars starting on the F major chord: 1 and 2 and E, 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and E, 3 E and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and E, 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and E, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 E and E. And the complete pre-chorus part. And then we're in the chorus part. And in the chorus we're playing a G chord. You can use this open G power chord with the 3rd fret of the low E string, muting the A string, and then the open D string, open G string, and the 3rd fret of the B and the high E string again. Then we're going to an F sus2 chord, so we use the thumb again for the 1st fret of the low E string. We have the 3rd fret of the D string, the open G string, and the 1st fret of the B string, and we mute the A string and the high E string. And then we're going to a C chord. And if you're listening to the chorus part, there's also another guitar buried in the mix, which is playing the this little hook line, and you can try to combine these two parts by starting with the G only played to the G string, and on B2 we're adding the B string, so we have the same movement in our playing. 1 and 2 and E. And then we're trying to do the same on the F chord. So we have our F chord, 1 and 2, and on B2 we're adding our fourth finger on the third fret of the B string, 3 and 4 and E. And then we're doing the same on the C chord, 1 and 2 and E, 3 and 4 and E. So one more time, these two bars, 1 and then we're going back to the G chord, playing the same pattern. Playing the F chord again, also the same pattern. And then instead of the C chord, we have an E minor chord. And here we can do the same movement using our fourth finger again for the third fret of the B string. Then once again to the G chord. E minor again. And then we're going to the F major chord with the second finger on the second fret of the G string. And now we have a different pattern. The pattern is 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and 4 E and E. On the 2 end we're adding the fourth finger on the third fret of the B string again. 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and 4 E and E. And for the last part of the chorus section, we're doing the same thing and the same rhythmic pattern on the C chord. 1 E and E, 2 E and E, 3 E and 4 E and E. So the complete two last bars. And the complete chorus section. And then the verse starts again, and the complete part that I showed you is repeated. So we have the verse part again, played in the same way. We have the pre-chorus part again, and we have another chorus section. All the parts are played the same. And after the second chorus, there's a short guitar solo. I will show you the guitar solo at the end of the video. First, we're doing the comping part for the guitar solo. Here we're just playing some power chords. We're starting on an E power chord. Open E string, second fret of the A and the D string. Then a C power chord, third fret of the A string and the fifth fret of the D and the G string. And then to the D power chord, open D string, second fret of the G string and third fret of the B string. And then back to the E power chord. And the pattern goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we're doing the melody line from the pre-chorus again. And the section ends with a D power chord with an added A string in the bass. And after that there's another chorus part which is played in the same way, and the outro of the song starts with the same part that we played during the first verse part. So we have the E minor, C, D, E minor again, C, G, C, G, and then the song ends with the melody line again. One more time, the D power chord with the added open A string, and the last chord is an open E minor 7 chord with the fourth finger on the third fret of the B string. This is the complete rhythm guitar part of the song, and now we have a look at the short guitar solo. I guess the guitar solo is played without the capo, but now we have the thing on our guitar, and in a live situation you won't find the time to remove it. So first I will show you how to play the solo with the guitar on, with the capo on the guitar, and afterwards I will show you how to play the guitar solo without the capo. So with the capo, the guitar solo goes like this. We're starting with a slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret of the D string, and I'm counting the frets starting on the capo. Then we have the 4th fret of the G string going down to the 7th fret of the A string. Then we're doing a pull off from the 7th to the 4th fret of the G string. And then we have another pull off from the 2nd fret of the G string to the open G string. Then we're going back to the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B string, and then we're doing a whole tone bend on the 2nd fret of the G string. And then the guitar solo ends doubling the melody line, 1st fret of the B string, open B string, 2nd fret of the G string, open G string, and then the 4th fret of the D string. So one more time, the complete solo part. And then we're in the chorus part again, and without the capo you can start on the 2nd fret of the G string. So we have a slide up from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, then the 2nd fret of the B string, and then we're going down to the 4th fret of the D string. Then the first pull off is from the 5th fret to the 2nd fret of the B string, and the second pull off is from the 1st fret to the 2nd fret of the G string. Then we're going up to the 4th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the B string, and then bending on the 4th fret of the G string. And then the melody line starts on the 3rd fret of the B string, 2nd fret B string, 4th fret of the G string, 2nd fret of the G string, and we can end on the 1st fret of the G string. So the complete guitar solo. This was the guitar part for The Glass, the new song by the Foo Fighters. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Please hit subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, leave a like, drop me a line in the comments, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.